Hi guys and welcome to today's video. It's Crypto Tiger here, and today I got a new amazing project to show you, which is of course Vires.finance. So I think we can start with showing you the project. Vires Finance is a lending and borrowing protocol on the Waves blockchain. So of course you all know that. So the cool thing about this platform, as well as a huge advantage, is how the interface is so clean and intuitive. So as you can see, everything is so clear, and of course the professionally done graphics. As you can see, everything is clear. You got the buttons and it will do what it's supposed to do. So I think that's a very huge advantage, how easy it is to use. So that's very positive. So for example, here we got of course the markets and of course the assets in there. As you see, of course pretty much everything is of course about this one. Of course assets are provided. As you can see here, we got the Vires, Waves, of course USDN, USDT, of course BTC, as well as Ethereum, and a few more. So of course you can choose from a huge range of it, so that's very positive. And of course, as I mentioned before, it is all powered by Waves, which is of course here, so that's very cool. And here we got of course the button where we can of course connect our wallet, and then we can start our journey with this project. So of course that's very easy to do. So let's maybe talk about what the project offers. So of course, Vires is a lending protocol on the Waves blockchain. You can earn money on it in different ways. So of course the simplest is to supply a cryptocurrency, for example stable coins such as USDT or USDC, into a pool under an attractive percentage of APY. Today it is of course about 30%, and start making a profit from the first block. So of course here we got the currencies, and for example we can choose the Waves and then of course supply, but we will get to later on this video. So the next thing is of course also you can use this protocol, and it has its own governance, Vires token. By locking it, you get a profit immediately on all the tokens that you have in the pools of the Vires protocol. So of course here we got the governance, so everything is so simple to do. So theoretically, how it works, of course, on Vires Finance you supply assets for passive income and borrow other assets using your assets as collateral. Vires Finance contains pools of stablecoins, USDN, URN, USDT, USDC, as well as pools of wallet assets, BTC, Ethereum, Waves, which you of course got here. So everything is on the start page. So of course everything is so simple to use. That's very positive, of course. And the protocol also has its governance token, Vires, with APY, which is of course 111%. Here we got of course the supply. Now it's of course 103% APR, so everything is here, every statistics and information, as well as the total supply. So everything is provided by the team, so everything is so transparent, and you can block your Vires on the management page. All income begins to be distributed to all locked tokens continuously, every block, every minute, in proportion in your G-Vires, which is being locked Vires. The more you block, the more income you get. So of course it is all about the passive income, which we all like. So that's very cool idea behind this one. And here we got of course the total liquidity, which is of course being changed every minute. So everything is of course changing. So the liquidity protocol for lending and borrowing. So assets. And the last thing is of course log to earn protocol revenue in USDT APR 103%. So everything is here, and here we got the button where we can connect our wallet, and when we click here we can of course choose the Waves exchange as well as the email as seed, ledger which is hardware, and we can also install Waves Keeper. So everything is here. So I will of course connect my wallet and be in a second. So when I connected my wallet, I got access to more statistics. So here we got my account, of course the health, total supply to be repaid, net APY, unclaimed rewards, logged in governance, as well as unclaimed revenue. So of course I got nothing for the beginning of it, and if I of course get here some profits and of course the money here, I will get some more to do. And here below we got my supply, no deposits yet. Of course we can go to all markets and do the supplies. I've mentioned it later, of course, where you got the page where you got all the cryptocurrencies. You can click their supply and it will all begins. You can also of course borrow. It is the button next to the supply, and of course you can borrow something as well, of course, as do it of course here. So you can do it here, so that's very cool. And here you got all the information. So for example you got my of course all the currencies, and as you can see I got some Waves tokens, so of course I can do something with it. So that's very cool that everything is so transparent. You got every statistics here, percentages, supplies, and all that debts and borrows. So that's very simple to do. Of course you can click on supply or borrow to do this stuff. So that's very intuitive as well easy to do. So for example we can click on supply, and then of course we can choose the amount of the of course currency we want to use. In my example it is the Waves assets, so we can click here max, and it is all I got. So we can use a collateral, account health, of course here we got the supply APY, various rewards for supply APR, which is this percentage, supplied wallet balance, and of course a transaction fee. So when we click on the supply it will all happen. So that's very cool that we got here. So we can of course confirm, and it's all processing. So everything is so easy to do. So as you can see you will handle this for sure, but because it's very easy to do. And if you don't have any assets, you can of course borrow it here by clicking it, and of course you can enter the amount to borrow, and then you can repay it. So that's all very easy too, and of course you can click borrow and then confirm. It's all happening so of course simply and easy to do. So that's very cool advantage about this page. And when I've done of course my first of course supplying, we got here something else in my account. Here we got the total supply, which is now being 1.22 of dollar. So that's very cool. Here we got net APY, so everything is changing. So as you can see here we got the my supply, so here we got the supply. So that's very innovative and intuitive. So that's very cool. And another cool stuff is that we can click now on the supply and withdraw it anytime. So everything is so safe and fast to do. So that's very cool too. So that's an advantage as well. So of course it was the home section. Next section is of course the blockchain bridge. So let's see how about this one. Of course we gotta authorize the gateway. So that is the first thing we gotta do to start, and then of course we can making some transfer, and of course that's it. So here we got the top up, so we can choose them the one we want to, of course, for example Ethereum, or another one which is being BTC, or many more, as you can see on this list, and then of course authorize the gateway. We can as well send our, of course, assets to some addresses, so that's very cool too. And here we got the history of our transfers, so everything is here. So that's very cool that everything is so transparent. We got everything right here. And of course, if I authorized it, I got access to this, of course, functions as of course top up, send, and of course the history. So everything is so simple to do. You can of course click I understand, and here you got the access to these functions. So that's a cool feature to this site, so you can get access to the bridge. So the next section is of course the governance, where you got of course all the info about this. So of course here we got the summary. So locking Vires governance grants a share of the revenue stream of every market, which is being of course waves, USDN, USDT, USDC, Euro N, BTC, and Ethereum. A gradual unlock occurs with every block and starts immediately after relocking. So the average unlock time is 8 months. Distribution is continuous. The revenue is distributed every block, every minute. So that's very cool and innovative. So for example, you can choose here the amount you want to lock, and of course it is all changing. And then you can of course choose the period you want to have, because Vires will turn into revenue monthly, yearly, or daily. So then you can of course click on lock, and of course you can lock it. So that's very simple. And here you got the assets, which is being revenue distribution to DAO. Each market takes a cut of the interest that borrowers pay. This revenue is distributed to Vires DAO across all Vires locked in governance. So that's it. So as you can see, very simple. And it is all based on current asset prices, state of markets, and market parameters, and amount of locked Vires. So everything is here. And here you got the frequently asked questions. So if you want to know any answers to this question, you can click on it and it will appear a answer to it. So of course that's very cool that you got access to every information basically you would like to know. And the next section is of course V tokens. So let's see, here we got the management console, which is showing us all our tokens. So here we got the assets. So that's so cool that we got everything in this management console. And here we got some information about this one. It is of course V tokens user's guide. V tokens are LP liquidity provider tokens, which allows users to import export their lending positions, and you can of course learn more about V tokens in this document. Of course after reading it, you will be informed about anything about this topic. So that's very cool that you got access to this information. That's so transparent. And here we got the operation, which is being export. For firstly exports your positions in the form of V tokens, means V tokens, the supplied value of my supply tab decreases. Imports V tokens to your account, replenishes your account with V tokens, the supplied value of my supply tab increases. And you can of course also have a operation of read them. It is exchanges V tokens for the asset under smart contract exchange rate. When utilization is exceptionally high, the redeem operation might be unavailable for large amounts. So of course, and every information is here. And here we got why operating with V tokens. Please keep in mind, V tokens are receipts in your deposit. Losing access to V tokens makes it impossible to claim that deposit back. V tokens need to be replenished buy an account to earn Vires APY. So everything is here, and here you got more information, which is being of course the white paper of the product, which is the document where you got access to every information, every detail about the product. So if you read it, you will be fully informed with it. Here we got the GitHub. Here we got the security audit. So that's very important that it is audited. So everything is so safe. Insurance, documents, and forum, which is of course communicating with others about the topic you would like to know more. And of course the cool thing is that when you got the profits on the token, you can of course deposit it and have additional reward in the Vires governance token. So if you would like to claim it, you can of course click here and then you can claim it. So that's very simple to do, as well as anything on this page and platform. That's very cool advantage about this whole project. So maybe let's see now about the social medias of the project, which is so coolly done. Of course, the lively community in there, as well as the project is posting many things. So if you are interested in the project, it's important to follow them there to be on with any news, any information. So basically let's go to the of course Twitter to see all the things that are there. So as you can see, they got almost 6,000 followers, so that's pretty cool amount, and they are posting many information in here. So as you can see, if you're interested, you can see here how to do anything, and of course many information, which is of course the news, and all the charts are here. So that's very cool. As you can see, you can follow him here and be on with any news. You can also join the Telegram of the project to be with the chat with other users, with the community. It is being in, of course, English, Spanish, and Russian. So if you know any of these languages, you can go there to be a part of community, as well as be on with any news about the project. So that's very cool too. And coming back to this Twitter page, here we got cool information that TVL has crossed $1 billion. Basically, Vires Finance and parent blockchain Vires announced 1.5 billion TVL. So that's very cool news about this one. You can read more by clicking on this article. So that's very cool. So at the end, of course, if you would like to know more how to use it, you can click here, of course, as well as the of course the white paper of the project to see all the information. Here we got the things that are in the white paper. So it is all about the protocol, implementation, and architecture. So many things here. So if you read it, you will be fully informed. And here you got, of course, everything about this project. So that's very cool. So I think that's it for this video. Comment down below what you think about this platform, which is being Vires.finance. Remember that I'm not a financial advisor, so all you do by yourself. And see you next time. Bye.